Hello, this is Anurag, and I am back with the analysis of the last forecast. Today is 15th of April. The last analysis forecast was on 14th of March. So a good 1 month and a very important 1 month. In fact, this was a time when the forecast was thoroughly tested because of the anticipated Liberation Day fall in the US markets. So did the forecast actually predict this fall? Yes, it did. And that is how the lunar forecast rocks. So this analysis is very important, very interesting, and it's going to be fascinating to see how we can forecast certain events in the future just by following the lunar cycles. So let's analyze the four instruments one by one and see how we have performed. So we start with Bitcoin, BTC. In the last forecast, we had seen that 15th March was supposed to be anticipated high, and following that we had the following forecast as follows. 20th March is supposed to be a low, 27th March is supposed to be high. Of course, I was late in announcing this on the group because I was very busy, but however I have put it here as belated. 30th March is supposed to be a low, 3rd April is supposed to be a high, 8th April is supposed to be a low, 17th April is supposed to be a high, and of course 17th April and 23rd April are yet to come. So let's see how we have performed. First was 15th March was supposed to be a high. So we are here at 15th March. Here 15th March actually came on 14th March, fully acceptable as per our rules, and it became a high. Followed by 20th March, we are anticipating a low. So this is 20th March here, which came on 21st. Again, it is perfectly all right. Then we are anticipating a high on 27th of March. So the 27th of March high is here, which actually came in. Then we are expecting a 30th March low, which happened on 29th March, -1 day, which is okay. After that, we are expecting a 3rd April high. So the 3rd April high happened on 2nd April, which is absolutely fine. And then we are anticipating 8th April low. So we had an 8th April low coming on 9th April, +1 day, that's okay. Now we are moving towards the 17th April high. We are well on track for the 17th April high. So the 2nd April was supposed to be the Liberation Day, and the fall was anticipated around that day. So if you see here, we made a high here on 2nd of April, and then we were expecting a low on the 9th of April. So the forecast has already announced well in advance, and it had anticipated a fall in Bitcoin, which actually happened. So we call this right 100%. Now let's move to the next forecast. So the next forecast is the S&P. We're expecting a low on the 14th of March. Then we're expecting a high on the 24th of March. 24th of March was supposed to be a high. 29th March supposed to be a low. 3rd April supposed to be a high. 8th April supposed to be a low. 18th April supposed to be a high. So let's see how we performed. 14th March was supposed to be a low. So we have 14th March here, which came in on 13th March, a low, and it is fully acceptable, -1 day. Then we had anticipated a high on the 24th of March, which was here. For 24th of March, the high happened. Next was 29th March low. 29th March low was here. This is 29th March low. So the 29th March low actually happened on 31st March, which is the next working day after 28th. So it's acceptable here. Then we were anticipating a high on 3rd of April. So the high of 3rd of April came in on 2nd of April. We had 2nd of April high, -1 day, totally acceptable. Then we have 8th April low. So we had 8th April low coming on 7th April, which is again -1 day, totally acceptable. And then we had 18th April high. We are moving towards a high now. This is we are actually in the high region. We are anticipating a high on the 18th of April, which is around 3 days away. So here again we see we were 100% on track. 100% forecast hit the dates which I had mentioned, and especially so on the 2nd of April here we anticipated a 3rd April high and the 8th April low. This was the Liberation Day. So 2nd April high, and we had 7th April low. So we called it on target much in advance. So this is the beauty of the lunar forecast. The cause comes later, the effect is seen already in the forecast. So now let's move to the next instrument. So the next instrument is the Euro USD. The Euro USD we were anticipating 16th March was supposed to be high. 24th March was supposed to be a low, 28th March supposed to be high, 1st April low, 6th April high, 12th April low, 18th April high. So let's see how we have done. So the first was 16th of March was supposed to be high. So we had 16th of March coming on 17th of March, which was a high plus Monday because 16th was a holiday. So this is perfectly all right. The next was supposed to be 24th of March was supposed to be a low. So this is 24th of March, which is supposed to be a low. It's perfectly all right here. Now the next one is 20th of March high. 20th of March high is here. And you see that this actually came on the date when you forecasted. Now some of you may be confused that of course there's a downtrend happening here. How is it a high? But lunar forecasts have such highs here, and if you see the low to the high has formed a perfect resistance here, which actually indicates that this is a perfect high here. After that we are anticipating a low on the 1st of April. The low on 1st of April happened here, and then we are anticipating 6th April high. So 6th April high actually came in on 4th April because 6th was a holiday, because 6th was a weekend, so it happened here on 4th April. And then after that we are anticipating a 12th of April low, which actually here has come on 10th of April. This is how it has come on 10th of April here, minus 2 days. And now we are anticipating a high on the 18th of April, which is yet to come. So this forecast has also played out very well. It has actually been on dot. Again, the same thing here. 2nd of April was supposed to be the Liberation Day. Here is the low on 1st of April, and then we had expected a high on the 6th of April. So if you see, immediately when the Liberation Day announcements were made, the tariff announcements were made, Euro USD actually shot up. So again, we could call it much in advance using the lunar forecast, which is the beauty of the lunar forecast. The cause comes later, the effect is seen before that. So now let's move to the next and the final forecast. The final forecast is for that of Nifty. Nifty, I did have a miscalculation here. On the 1st of March, I was anticipating a low, but this was a miscalculated pivot which did not occur. Since this did not occur, all the following pivots for that particular forecast, that is the 5th of March, the 11th of March, 18th of March and 25th of March, this forecast here, the polarity changed. So high became low and low became high. So if you see in the light of this particular change, you will see that the 5th of March we got a low. So the 5th of March we got a low here. And then the 11th of March we got a high here on the 10th, minus 1 day. This is perfectly all right. 18th of March we got a low here. 18th of March actually came on 17th of March, which became a low. And we had 25th of March, which was a high, which actually came in bang on 25th, a high here. And then we had 30th March, which was supposed to be a low. The 30th March low actually happened on the 1st of April because 30th was a holiday. Then we had 4th of April as a high. The 4th of April came in as a high here. Then we had 9th of April as a low. 9th April actually came on in 8th April here as a low. And then 16th April is supposed to be a high. So we have actually marched towards the high. 15th, today being 15th, we are anticipating a high today or tomorrow. So Nifty also has been on track. I did have a miscalculated pivot here, but then otherwise the forecast was on target 100%. Here again, if you see 2nd of April, here we were anticipating a pivot high on the 4th of April, 9th of April low. So if you see, the pivot actually came in on 4th of April became a high, and 9th of April actually became a low. So the forecast for the Liberation Day was on target here too. We were anticipating a low, and the low actually happened. Again, the cause came in later. The effect was seen in the forecast because it was a simple repetition of the past cycles. So I hope you enjoyed this particular video. It was actually interesting, very interesting time. Such times usually prove the efficiency of the forecast because the times are very, very challenging, but the forecast stood those challenges. This was a very interesting month, a very challenging month for any forecast. And if a forecast can stand the challenges of such a event, such a situation, it actually stands the test of time. And the lunar forecasts have done that. So time and again, I've shown it again and again that lunar forecasts work. You can actually calculate the turns in the market using the lunar forecast, and this month was a wonderful, beautiful example of that same magic happening. Have a wonderful time, and if you're keen in learning this forecast, you can contact Gann.academy for more information. Do subscribe to this channel because the more you subscribe, the more encouraged I am to give you further analysis of the forecasts. All the best. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. See you again in the next forecast analysis. Bye-bye. Take care.